Alright, so we're using our website in WordPress and we've got tables to set up and put some details into. So what we need to do is probably just start this table again. So we'll insert a new table and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so maybe 8 rows. I'll just give it a normal padding of maybe 5 and cell spacing of 2. I don't really want a border and I want it to be 100%, which means it will fill the width of the content area. So columns, it's pretty explanatory. Rows is how many rows. Cell padding is the gap between the letters and the edge of the box that it's in, and the cell spacing is the distance between the two boxes or the cells in the table, and the width is the width of the table overall in the space that it's inserted. So if I want a table that's the full width of the content area, then 100% is what I'll put in for that, and I'll leave the height as automatic. So if I insert that now, so there's our table, and now I just need to paste in some information. So should be okay if I do it that way. Yeah. Okay, so put all these in. Table headers in. These are basically the headings for the table. Don't worry about it wrapping to 2 lines, because that, depending on the width of the page, that may not happen. And so we'll leave a gap, and then we'll put in these details and email address. I don't really want that to be 2 lines. Oops, that's right, it's wrapping. That over there as well. Oh, so I got, there's a free, don't really want spaces at the beginning of that. So it's just a matter of being a little bit tidy with the way we put the information in. Okay, that in there. Now let's put an extra row in the table. So up here we've got some controls. Table row properties, the cell properties, insert a row before, insert a row after, delete a row, insert a column before, insert a column after, delete a column, split merge table cells or merge table cells. So I want to have a row after, and I can put that in. Alright, just going to widen the editor. Oh no, can't do that. It's alright. Okay. That didn't show up in there for some reason. Okay, a little bit of a problem with those email addresses, but I'll fix that shortly. I might do that differently, because that's going to cause problems if I do it that way. I don't really want all these to be bold, I don't think. Okay. Now, so to stop the formatting messing up, I'm going to insert it as plain text. And that should remove any variability from the way the information goes in. So if you paste things straight out of an email or a Word document, there's a possibility you may get some other formatting creeping in, and the problem with that is it might stuff it up completely, or like the lines might not line up properly or something like that. So it's generally better to put the information in. Oops, that's not what I want. Generally better to put the information in as plain text, and then do your formatting once. Sorry, copy and paste is running a bit slow. Once you've put the text into the page. I just find that you get a better result that way, and you don't get as many stuff ups. Okay, and one more. Just make sure. Sometimes, yeah, you get little spaces showing up in front of things, which I don't like when that happens. I prefer everything just lined up neatly to the edge of the table cell. Okay, Casey. So this is the website for the Maitland Local Council Labor Party, and it's based on WordPress, which I quite like as a system for website management. Just get rid of that other old table. Alright, so let's click preview and we'll see what we end up with. And hopefully we get a result that's expected and not an unexpected result. It's going to be hard to make that fit all neatly. Might change it to a full width template. Okay, that's better. So it looks like we've got some spaces in front of those ones there. Get rid of those. A few little spaces there. Alright. Now I wonder if we're going to have enough room for these email addresses. I don't think so. I might just put, so what we'll do, we'll put the word email in the box. And then we'll make that a link to their email. So what I want to do is highlight the word, click on that. Now to make an email link, we just put in mail to, then a colon, and then the email address. And that will make that a link. And we can do the same there. So we've set up a Google Mail account for this, just for this particular purpose, and it's a Google Apps business email account. So mail to, colon, email address, and we'll do Roberts. Mail to colon, email address, and Henry's. Unfortunately, with a long email address, it just wouldn't fit across the page. So, sorry, mail to, and the email address. Right. Now, if I update that, let's have a look at what that looks like now. There we go. So if I click on that, it'll pop up an email on my computer that's in Gmail, or if on another person's computer it might be in some other email program. Now, to make this a bit more tidy, what we could do is put a column into the left here, and we'll put the number in that column, and all that will do is just make the alignment a little bit nicer. So what if we do that? What does that look like? Yeah, that's good. And then what we can do is merge these two cells, merge table cells, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5. Actually, we won't do that. I'll just leave that alone. I think that's probably, yeah, it's alright. So, insert a, just don't want to make it too complicated to look after in the future, so I'll just put this in there. So at the moment I'm just using the arrow keys on the keyboard to navigate, and so you can sort of work your way across the table. It's just, to be honest, it's probably a little bit more accurate than trying to do it with the whoops, wrong one. Okay, so we'll delete that row. What I meant to do was click on extra column. A bit more accurate than using the mouse, which is kind of hit and miss really. Okay, alright, that's probably quite okay the way that is. Now we could delete that column if we wanted to, it doesn't have to be there. See what that looks like. Yep, that's nice. Okay. I think that's probably all we needed to do. Yeah, that's all the updates we had to do for that. So, looks really good. I'm happy with that. So we've updated it, changes are saved, all done.